Hey guys, for this tutorial video, I wanted to show off some of the classwork features for Google Classroom. So if you look right here, this is the Classworks tab in a sample Google Classroom that I created for tutorial sake. And in the Classroom tab, you'll notice that there's a couple different buttons here, but mainly I wanted to show you how to create either an assignment or one of these other things here. Um, if you're curious what these things are, feel free to just sort of mess around with them and create things of your own. That's the best way to really learn any of this. However, the two that I'm going to be focusing on today are assignments and material. So first, let me go ahead and click on material here. This is the easiest way for you to share anything with any of your students in this Google Classroom. All you have to do really is put down a title and then put down a description. And if you click the add button here, it gives you the option of adding a file directly from Google Drive, linking a website, adding a file directly from your computer, or even linking a YouTube video. Okay, by adding different files here, it automatically shares this with both you and anyone else who has access to this classroom for easy sharing sake. Over here, you can click on who to share it with. So if you have multiple classrooms, you have access to the different classrooms, and which students, which is all the students or just specific students. The topic, which is not as important for us, would be if you wanted to group a set of materials or set of assignments under a single topic. There's no topics here right now. So leaving out of here, the next one I wanted to show you guys is assignments. If we click on the assignment tab, it gives you a very similar view, except for if you notice there's a couple more options here. Same thing, add a title. So this time, let's go ahead and add a sample title, instructions. And then I'm not going to add anything, but you can go ahead and add things to see kind of how it looks. One thing you should do always is, if possible, award some points to it. It's really up to you. I know that they're arbitrary, but whatever point system is easiest for you. And the next thing I do suggest is for you to put a due date, such as the 28th, okay? And even a time period if you'd like, to go ahead and give the students a heads up of when this assignment is due. Once again, I don't need a topic, and I'm not going to put down a rubric because most of the assignments that we assign are pretty self-explanatory. Go up here to the right, and you can click the assign. Okay, once you assign an assignment, if you notice now, all the things here disappeared, and you have the sample assignment right here. If I were to click on it as a teacher, once again, it shows me all the instructions, and I can actually see how many of the people turned it in compared to how many people it was assigned to. Okay. If I did have any different attachments to it, it would be down here and attached, but I can always click on view assignment to directly go and see the assignment here. Best way of learning always, as I say, is go ahead and mess around with this to kind of get an idea of what it's like, but feel free to use it as you feel needed. Okay. Once you create an assignment here, and once you share something via the assignment, it shares the file with you and the student both. To access whatever file that is that you shared, if you go here, there's a class drive folder. So when you click on that, it opens up the Google Drive folder, and whatever assignment that you happen to have made or attachment, I'm sorry, that you happen to have attached will end up in here. One thing to note, when you decide to share something via assignment or via the material button here, both you and the student will get immediate access to it. However, if you were to create something inside this folder using this new button here, such as the sample folder and sample doc I created, the students will not gain access to this. So to reiterate, anything that you add into this folder directly does not get shared with you or the student, but anything that you do use or share using one of these buttons here will automatically be shared between the two of you guys. So just be aware of that when you guys use that button.